This is the JJO Morning Show podcast with Johnny and D. Listen, rate, subscribe.
All right. I don't know why, but I'm having trouble locating my fart sound effects, so you're gonna have to deal with that one. All right. Science finally settled the debate of whose farts smell worse, men or women.
Dun, 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 dun.
Who do you think? If you had to bet.
Man, I would, based on my home
That dumb beaver.
in-house fartatorium that I live in, otherwise known as the bedroom, I'm going to go with men.
Okay.
I stink.
Yeah, yours are gross.
I'm not going to lie.
Yours are very musty.
Yeah, that's a good word for it. It wakes me up. Sometimes I'll fart, and it's so smelly it wakes me up. Not the fart sound, but the smell.
Yeah.
Cat's nowhere to be found. My wife is over at her sister's house for the night. I mean, it's just a disaster.
It's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that because of the fart, or?
I think she's leaving me.
I don't think so.
Look, I don't want to battle you two broads today. You two are on a roll today.
All right. Scientific experiment had 16 men and women eat gassy foods. And then they used rectal tubes and gas bags in a lab
Sounds like a Saw movie.
to collect the releases.
Stop it. You can do that?
Yeah, I guess so. The gas collected in the bags was then sniffed and rated by two independent judges.
Okay. Oh, I have questions.
Yes.
It was on a scale where 0 was no odor and 8 was very offensive. Okay?
Yeah, I know.
So 0 to 8 was the scale. They found that the flatulence of women
Da-da-da.
had a much greater odor intensity.
What?
But men produced a larger volume of gas per toot.
There you go.
Researchers say volume can make a bigger impact on noses than the concentration of rotten smell. So the differences between the sexes balanced out in real life. So it was a tie.
Almost got to be diet. Does come down to what
Well, and they had them eat gassy foods.
I
They
was
ate
going
same
to
food.
wonder about that. And I also want to have a video on how they collected the gas samples.
Yeah.
Just
Well,
some,
I'm not here to kink shame you, Trixie.
to what shame me?
Kink shame you.
Oh my God, stop. I'm dying.
I don't know.
when you guys
I didn't know you were into that, but hey, it's okay.
Christy
Mr. Trixie never told me.
Christy will let a little toot out on the couch, and she owns it. I mean, God bless her. She owns
farts
it.
a lot.
Yeah, she owns it. But I don't smell her. Her fart doesn't smell. It doesn't bring tears to my eyes.
I have an inkling that she eats pretty healthy
She
and
does eat-
balanced.
she does
and I
eat
think
pretty
that
healthy.
probably has a lot to do with it.
Yeah, but she's loud. She's like a fart machine.
You got to let it out.
I agree. My grandma always said that. She said you'll implode and fall the F over if you don't let it out.
Yeah.
You'll, So she was right about that.
Yeah. Well, and I think sometimes too, if you have to poo, they're going to smell worse than if you don't.
Have you ever crop dusted me? I don't remember you crop dusting. at all.
Everyone has crop dusted somebody.
No, well, we do it on purpose, though, and then announce it.
Oh.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
I've,
like
I've
a
crop
rich-
dusted you before, but it makes me mad because sometimes it's not stinky, and I want it to be stinky.
You're
I was
not-
going to say, isn't it the fun of hiding that you crop dusted somebody? Why would you announce it?
Well, here
'Cause
around
we're 10 years old.
Yeah, we're 10 years old.
I love that
Or
for you guys.
collectively, we're 10 years old.
Oh, my heart.
But I mean, it's fun to announce it, and then I don't know. I don't know. We're sick around here, but
Yeah.
it's not. It doesn't even offend anybody around here anymore. It's kind of the shine is off the fart, as they say.
I'm sorry.
It's
like-
an endearing quality
Yeah,
now.
you're like that's
Yeah.
all. That's all you got. I can't even smell it. I mean,
Yeah.
shove that. It's like shove that thing in my face.
It's
Come on,
nice when you feel that comfortable with someone where it turns into an endearing quality.
Yeah.
Like, I just crapped my pants. Sorry, dude. You know what I mean?
And you can just own it without really giving a hoot.
Yeah.
So women. End game. Women are a little stinkier, huh?
Yeah.
Interesting.
But men had more volume, so it kind of equaled out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you have it.
Wow.
Interesting.
Congratulations, you guys.
Thanks. Finally. Winning at something.
We're efficient, is what it really is.
Totally. Exactly.
We just don't want to waste the efforts
Thank
on
you.
it, so we're just going to get it out.
This is amazing. There's a video of it. So I can send that to you, Trixie.
I just don't know, like, I don't know. It's this stuff that you joke about when you're in elementary school and how you like collect farts, and then to know that like adult scientists actually do it is just, it's hilarious to me.
Yeah.
Like
100%.
You think? What if you guys hold them in longer and it like comes to a hot boil?
Maybe.
And they just, you know, all of a sudden, the room clears.
Yeah. Well, and then like, I don't know. Sometimes you wonder too, like, does the length of, what if you have a longer intestine tract or colon, or you know what I mean?
What if you have
if it's twistier, does that matter?
You might have a superior colon, dude. You don't even know it.
Right. Like, what if you have like impacted poo? Does that matter? If you're more cleaned out, does that matter?
Right,
like,
right. Okay.
it all has to be a factor,
you
right?
would think.
Okay, here's a question for you, for both you guys. Would you ever have quantity or quality of farts?
What?
Would you rather fart a lot or just fart once and make it just
get it over
and
with?
just
Are
make
you
it
joking?
bring
Who
te-
has to think about
It's
that?
like brings tears to
You
my
have to
eyes.
spend
One
time with
great
people
fart.
during the day. Just one fart, go in the
I don't-
closet, get it over with, and go back to your life.
That's funny. I think I would rather fart a lot all day.
That's because you just love laughing at yourself.
I want one great fart, like the noon whistle.
So let me see. So we got the fake at 8. Now we got the noon whistle. Okay.
Oh my God! That's the new one.
It's kind of hot.
Stop.
But I do want it at the same time every day, so I can schedule around it. Be like, sorry, I can't at that time.
I do. I had a cousin growing up that videotaped himself farting in a very unique way and then sent it into David Letterman.
Oh yeah.
Oh really?
Yes.
Did he make it onto Stupid Human Tricks?
Surprisingly, no, but
Whoa.
he should have because it was the weirdest thing.
Well, can you describe it? What happened? How do you do it?
You like kind of, it's so, I can't even believe I'm describing this. I can't. But here we are.
Okay.
So he lays on his back and you like put your legs over your head.
Yeah.
And you suck the air in your butt and then you fart.
So it's
I'm not even like you can hear it get sucked in.
Right,
is the
right,
way.
right,
We
right.
were
Oh my God.
ridiculous kids. I grew up with wild boys. Like I don't know what to say, but like it happens. And
So it's like angles and
something
the way
like that. Like
air
you
is
can
captured.
control
Right, right,
that.
right.
And I'm just like,
That's
stop
amazing.
it now. Why would you want any more air going up there?
Talk
But
about upping your fart game. That's
crazy.
I remember thinking it was pretty darn funny when I
That's
was a kid.
really
Like,
good.
That's incredible.
kind of
Yeah,
jealous.
but he sent it into David Letterman, and I thought he was joking for a long time until someone in the family confirmed that, like, yeah, he did that, and I was like, stop.
If we were at a science lab competition, I had an exploding volcano, but he had the back on his back fart technique.
I just yeah.
He'd win.
Yeah.
And it's before like the Apple devices where it stores everything on a cloud too. So who knows if that videotape still exists or not? But
That might have been too hot for late night TV.
Yeah, they probably watched that and they were like,
come on, David Letterman.
If that would have been a girl, maybe. I mean,
That would have been like a man show thing.
yeah. There you go. It's more man show. That's a good call. That's not going to make
Oh, the man show.
Oprah.
yeah, but man,
Yeah, it's not going to be on Oprah. That's for sure.
Oh. That is money.
Anywho.
That is money well spent on research right there.
Yeah.
Forget landing on the moon. I want to know whose farts smell.
dude, yeah, good stuff.
That's
man.
solid.
I wonder what drove them to that question. Like
Yeah.
Science!
Why is that a question that we need to solve?
Science!
Because there's got to be like a next step to that, right?
Right. I'm marketing some sort of,
Oh yeah.
whatever, fart
That
smell.
could be. And 16 people
thing.
don't seem like a lot
No, it's not.
of samples
Yeah.
to get that conclusion.
Yeah, totally.
Dumbing down your smartphone. One podcast at a time. Listen, rate, and subscribe to the JJO Morning Show podcast. Get up with Johnny and D. JJO.
Get your kicks on Route 66.
Route 66.
It reminds me of a slot machine I play with the little cats on it. I forget the name of it. It's got that same little soundtrack to it.
Oh, does it?
Oh, my God. I have an addiction.
Yes.
Oof.
So it goes from Chicago all the way to Santa Monica. Turns 100 this year.
Whoa.
It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah. And a buddy of mine and me have a loose plan
There we go.
to drive one of his hot rods
That's how you do it.
all the way.
Starts in Chicago, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is there a like a starting point with a something there? Is there a flag or a statue or something?
I don't
sign, a plaque, maybe? I don't know. I've never seen it. Do you want to drive the whole thing?
Yeah.
Wow, that'd be kind of fun.
Yeah.
That takes you right through the heartland. I haven't done it either.
There is a Route 66 corridor preservation program. Yeah, there's.
Although I've driven to St. Louis. I don't think I was on Route 66 though.
It's also known as the Mother Road.
The mothership.
Holds an elevated place in American consciousness. Tells diverse stories of a mobile nation on the road. So more than 250 buildings, bridges, road alignments, and other sites along Route 66 that are listed on the National Register or Historic Places. There's a whole travel itinerary that highlights over 100 of those sites and is part of the National Park Service's Share Our Heritage Travel Itinerary Series. So they have it like organized by state.
You think if they would have done it right, it would have started way up at the tippy top of Maine and then went and then connected the whole country.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird. It's only like 3/4 of the country. Wonder how that happened.
Yeah.
I don't know the history of it. I pretty much rely on you for all my information.
Wow.
So-
Route 66 was officially established on November 11, 1926, part of the new federal highway system. Aimed at connecting Chicago to Santa Monica.
Ah.
That was the whole point.
In Santa Monica.
Promoted by Tulsa businessman Cyrus Avery to connect the Midwest to the Pacific coast. It was designed to stimulate, economic growth by passing through small towns rather than just major cities.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So that was the whole point.
Okay. They're having a moment there on Route 66. The most iconic road in the world.
Oh, yeah. Pretty neat. 100 years old.
I'd say in my mind, I see like all more back roads. Is it more back 2-lane?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought so.
Yep.
I picture Rain Man and Tom Cruise in that yellow convertible on Route 66 on the way to Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's the image I get in my head of Route 66. And if you don't let my brother in there to watch Judge Wapner, he's going to throw a fit right here on this porch.
Right. And that's pretty much going to be how mine and my buddy's road trip goes.
I love that movie.
All right. Let's talk about AI.
Oh, Jesus.
An expert said in an interview recently that he thinks AI could reduce the average work week from 5 days a week to 3.5.
Yeah.
Are we still getting paid for 5 days a week?
Oh, shoot. I forgot about that part.
So here's Jamie Dimon. We know this guy. He's the CEO of JP Morgan. So
we went from working 6.5 days a week to 6 days a week to 5.5 days a week to 5 days a week to 12 hours a day to 10 hours a day to 8 hours a day. I do think,
which, by the way, was because of labor unions.
that there's a good chance it'll be 3.5 days a week, and in many years they'll be living wonderful lives.
Yeah, what he said.
I have a hard time believing that Jamie Dimon wants us to work 3.5 days a week and live a wonderful life and make the same amount of money. I just have a hard time believing that that the CEO of JP Morgan is on my team. Does that make sense?
Yeah, sure it does. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So
I feel like he's on a different team.
They're going to fire 75%. They're going to think about your work, your office or wherever you work in. They're going to fire 80% of the people, and the last 5 people will do all the work that the 75% of the people were doing.
That's what I heard. You know what I'm saying?
I know how that works.
I was like, okay.
Although it may be done more efficiently and in a better creative way. I mean, if you have 5 people that care, I'd take that over 80 people that don't show up for
Sure.
work. We've seen that somewhere in this building.
Not to name any names.
Not to name any names, Lance. Expendable. Sorry, he is. God. Accounting. How hard can it be? Duh.
I have a calculator too.
Thank you. It's on my wrist.
I think I could chat GPT the accounting. God.
Stupid.
Anyway. Lance is going to come in here and knock our heads together.
If he comes in here, could you just have him get a Whopper at Burger King? And I appreciate it. And I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
So this when I hear these stories about AI, I always get the impression or the image in my head is and I believe this, who's going to buy all the crap that's now out of work because AI replaced it? Okay, and I believe that to be true.
Right.
And number 2 part of that is just there's just going to be the rich are going to get richer.
Which is already happening.
Which is already happening, which has been happening, which is, I don't know, always been happening.
When does trickle down start working?
Trickle down can suck my butt. It doesn't work. It's never worked. It's idiocracy. It's stupid. It's the worst theory I've ever heard in my life.
Any day now it'll start working. Any day now.
So dumb. Trickle down. What a scam.
Yeah, a scam.
Oh.
And George W. or George
So
H.W.
stupid.
tried to warn us.
So stupid.
Voodoo economics.
Voodoo. Something voodoo, something voodoo.
Yeah.
Halt smoothie, something voodoo. Oh, God, doesn't that take you back to freaking political science in high school? Oh, my God. I just wanted to kill myself. Mr. Stoner in political science. Oh, my God. The guy was drier than a desert cactus.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, we had Mr. Showen for current events.
He just loved to hear himself talk, let me tell you.
Yeah, man.
Political science.
I don't know. This, as much as I would love the idea of all of us working less and spending more time with our families and on things that we love.
Well, how can I ask you this? How are we going to, if you're part-time or not working at all, you can chime in on this at 321-0941.
Are we still getting full-time hours and benefits?
Exactly. Who's paying my benefits?
Right.
Okay, are we going socialized? Where are my benefits?
What's happening?
Who's going to pay the people at the hospital, taking care of the sick people with jobs?
Right.
I don't know. It's interesting.
It is. It's a
I'm
lot
not
of
saying
unanswered
AI
questions.
isn't amazing. All our wars are going to be fought AI. So if you're not investing in some AI
Seems
stocks,
to be all we care about now.
if you're going to put your money somewhere, put it in some AI and military, because those are the wars now. They're AI wars. They're tech. It's all tech wars. So that's a good place to park your money. But I mean, which probably require data centers, which is going to raise my electric bill. How am I going to pay that? Because I got replaced by AI. See where I'm going?
Yeah.
You know what it makes me want to do? Drink. Hey, cheers.
You know
got
what?
any of that left?
I poured it all together. You know, I saw an article and I started it and I stopped it because I was like, I can't today. And it was about how Earth is encountering a waste problem. And it...
I thought we were dumping it in the bottom of the ocean.
I know.
Right out the back of the cruise ship.
And the picture was like just like this big garbage pile and an excavator and all of this. And I just thought of WALL-E, the movie WALL-E, and how it's like it was a little snapshot of the future. And I just, every day, I feel like we're just approaching the movie WALL-E every day. And if we're not working, what are we doing? And how are we making money? And does anybody care?
It's almost like the next step. AI feels like the next step of Made in Vietnam. Not to put down Vietnam. I'd like to go there and visit. It looks lovely.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how it's all going to work. And it seems like I keep hearing these timelines get stepped up. 18 months, 36 months. All of this AI. And there's probably some hype to it. But and I'm sure there's going to be some great things come out of it. But for the what's it mean? I don't know. Go study to be a plumber? I don't know.
100%. We're still going to need trades.
Yeah.
And we're still going to need healthcare people. All right. Another AI thing is filming your chores. There's a new multi-billion-dollar industry of people filming themselves doing tasks and chores to help train AI robots for future tasks.
That's funny.
This is the stuff AI should be doing. Do my chores. Hello.
Yeah. Now you're cooking.
So here's Stephanie Yang explaining what it's all about.
Thousands of workers are strapping cameras to their heads before starting on a list of basic tasks like cutting fruit, cleaning countertops, and watering plants. Then the footage is marked up so that robots can translate the visual cues into physical responses. This type of human data is turning into a multi-billion-dollar industry since companies say it's going to take billions of hours of training before robots can be deployed into people's homes.
My AI at home is called the dishwasher. That's as AI as we get at my house.
Yeah.
That's doing our dishes.
I'm going to be that crazy old lady yelling about AI. I know it. I'm going to be walking around, my hair all nuts, wearing a robe,
Cigarette.
talking about time travel. It's fine. I've embraced my future.
Screaming and ranting that AI promised me a better life.
I told you. Go back to 2026. I told you.
See, now let's talk full circle. You know how I hate change?
Yeah.
Oh, all of a sudden, nobody likes change. All of a sudden, it came home to roost.
You can learn a lot listening to podcasts.
Did you know that the hottest chili pepper in the world is so hot it could kill you?
Or you can listen to this one.
Bears can smell your menstruation.
I can smell your menstruation.
The JJO Morning Show Podcast. Johnny and D, nowhere but JJO.
Guess what today is? I just found this.
It's Pizza Thursday.
Well, of course, Pizza Thursday. According to my news, Ishnala opens today.
Really?
The great Ishnala in the Dalles.
What?
And you love it up there. You camp up there.
Yeah, we camp at Mirror Lake.
On Mirror Lake.
Yeah.
Very pretty back there.
It's gorgeous.
Very nice.
That's so crazy. We were just talking about Ishnala yesterday.
I know it's a little touristy, but the sea scallops are fantastic, I have to say. What do you get when you go there? I don't even know.
I've never been to Ishnala.
You've never eaten there?
No, because every time we've gone there, we've not been in time. And everybody knows what I mean by that. Yeah, so we need to get there earlier.
Yeah.
We waited failure to plan.
We waited 3.5 hours once, and I was so drunk I wasn't even hungry.
Well, and then it's like I don't want to be so drunk that I'm not able to taste the food correctly.
I know.
You know what I mean?
It's too crazy.
Yeah.
It's almost too crazy.
It's too crazy.
But you should do it anyways. That's what my news says. You can always go on car, take a nap.
It's so true.
Anyway.
Okay, here we go.
Part of my tough stance on immigration, Taco Tuesdays will be changed to Pizza Thursdays. Hey!
I like pizza, pepperoni, mozzarella, and anchovy. I like pizza with salami, eggs and cheese and oregano. I like pizza with tomato. I like pizza. We like pizza. We like pizza in the morning. We like pizza every day. We like pizza in the evening. We like pizza anyway. I like pizza, pepperoni, mozzarella, and anchovy. I like pizza with salami, eggs and cheese.
But everything you eat a slice. To you is just a dream. Pizza is my life.
righty-dighty. Tokyo-style pizza.
Bam!
This is going to be all the rage. It's telling me right here in the Food and Wine magazine. Pizza is iconic in the U.S., ever-evolving obsession for the people who spin the dough, taking on Mexican, Korean, French, and Indian influences. And now another version is coming stateside, Tokyo-style pizza.
Oof.
The interpretation landed in New York City amid fanfare in February. Two renowned Tokyo pizzaiolos, the pioneer Susumu Kakanumo, and his former apprentice, each launched separate, independently planned pop-ups, which quickly sold out. The style has already been winning the world over. 5 of the world's best pizza awards went to Japan.
Wow. Whoa, that's not cool.
Yeah.
USA. Sorry. I get excited.
So the main dude who invented it, I guess he, about 30 years ago, studied making pizza for a year in Naples. It was only through observation, though, because nobody would hire him. That's terrible.
In Japan?
No, in Naples.
Oh, I see what you did there. Okay, I got you. Like, you ain't from around here, buddy.
Right.
Yeah, I hear you.
It seems kind of racist-y. I didn't know Italians were so racist.
I don't think he knew anything about pizza. Might have been.
Well, it's 30 years ago he studied making pizza for a year in Naples.
Yeah.
But nobody
wouldn't hire him, yeah.
When he returned to Tokyo, he experimented with flour blends, fermentation durations.
Super cool.
Fermentation duration. Sounds like a band. And temperatures and placement inside a wood-fired oven. It was all done with the perfectionism characteristic of shukunin, which is craft mastery. In 1995, he opened his first pizzeria, Savoy. He followed with his now famous Sirinkin, which features only marinara and margarita pizzas. In 2007, along the way, he taught a new generation of Tokyo pizza makers who've added their own signature touches. So now everyone's like, well, what the F is Tokyo pizza? To the untrained eye, Tokyo pizza looks like a regular Neapolitan pie. It has a thick and airy, outer crust, right? While maintaining a thin bottom crust.
Oh.
Key differences: blistered and charred air bubbles spike along the cornice cone. The pie carries a faint taste of wood smoke. Salt crystals dapple the bottom of the pie.
Wow, my stomach's growling.
Salt punch makes the flavors pop.
It
looks really good.
I have to go get some Gardettos.
The center is less soupy than a Neapolitan pizza.
Good.
Texture is the result of the proprietary blended flours baked in the customized oven. He positions the pie dangerously close to the fire at 900 degrees Fahrenheit.
Holy crap.
He throws in cedar shavings at the last second.
Wow.
Japanese toppings or pairings are not as freewheeling as one might expect from Tokyo's pizza parlors. At Pizza Studio Tamaki, the former apprentice tops his 15 pies with ingredients like olives. The only non-Italian dish on the menu is a deep-fried pickle fish.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Let's see. There's also a minced Wagyu beef pizza. Why not?
You know, we had when we were on our cruise, I don't know if you had it. Well, no, it'd be different. Who were you on?
Carnival.
Oh, we were on Princess. They have a pizza place called, I think it's Alfredo's. And the crust is like that. It's airy. And I tell you, we all sat there and ate there almost every day. And it's some of the best pizza we've ever had in our life. But it sounds like a lot like what you just described.
Yeah, maybe it was.
Yeah. Italian-based. Yeah, airy crust, good. And, you know, the crust not smothered in garlic and spices and blah, 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 butter and all the things.
Yeah.
Which is too much on crust. That'll ruin the crust, in my opinion. But.
Yeah, so to make Tokyo pizza in New York City presented some challenges. He had to adjust for cold weather and the minerality of the NYC tap water during his pop-up. So he had to add more yeast, develop the dough in a warm room, and shorten the mixing time. That's crazy. He's making the adjustments, man. $45 price tag for a pizza.
Hey! And I'm out, just like that. I'm going to Papa John's.
Wow.
That's.
I mean, whatever. It's a specialty pizza, and you're in New York.
Yeah.
so
And you're in New York.
Factor that in.
Sure. That's a bargain in New York.
Yeah.
How big is it? Does it show a picture of it?
No. I'm assuming it's a regular. It's for 2 diners, he said.
Okay.
So medium.
Wow, $45.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right. I have an update on the old pizza delivery driver guy who you were on vacation when this happened from Idaho. No, it was the old guy, Dan Simpson, out on a delivery run March 27th, discovered his store was out of Diet Coke. He called the customer, Brian Wilson, to ask about a substitute, but didn't get an answer. So he walked across the street to a convenience store, and he bought the Diet Coke himself and then delivered it to the customer, right? And so when he delivered the order, he told the dude about how, I went and got the Diet Coke for you. And it was all caught on the Ring video. And he was like, I'll get you, some extra cash for a tip. And he was like, no big deal. You already left a good tip, this and that. Well, so Wilson posted it on TikTok and then did a GoFundMe. The guy's going to retire in a couple weeks, right? So he did a GoFundMe. Well, since the GoFundMe launched on March 28th, it's brought in more than $105,000.
Oh, my God.
Mm-hmm.
This stuff.
Yeah. So it says, what Dan didn't know is that my wife and I are both visually impaired. So running out to the store for a quick pickup is not something that is simple and easy for us. So what may have seemed like a simple, tiny inconvenience to solve on his end actually made a huge difference for us.
See, it helps the GoFundMe.
Oh, now it's at $144,000.
Since the people are almost, totally blind, that helps the story move along.
Mm-hmm.
It does.
But I mean, I think
that'll kick it into second gear.
I think the other part too, because seeing an older guy out delivering pizzas instead of being retired.
Yeah, he didn't own the pizza shop, right? He was just a okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
You know what I'm saying?
That's cool.
You're like,
yeah, sure.
You want to be able to see the nice guy be retired. So, and you want to see him be retired with a good chunk of change, I suppose. So there you have it.
Listen.
Yes.
I don't want to come on the radio and be that pizza delivery guy, but my Harley needs a couple of tires. Now, I lost quite a bit of money at Ho Chunk. Mm-hmm. So if anybody wants to throw a couple of bucks at it.
Which day did you lose a bunch of money?
Every day last week. I'd like to slap some new rubber on the bike, and it was my fault. The Ho Chunk thing was my fault. But if there's an ounce of sympathy and empathy in your body,
did you lost that money that you won then?
No, damn you, you son of a bitch! It's a trap. I got trapped. Okay. All right. Well, anyways, if you want to send some money in, how do we get the money if somebody wants to?
Venmo me at DBizNatch.
Look, if everybody listening to the show Venmo'd $1, we'd have $6.
Right.
And you know what? That'll get us a couple of Gardettos.
Yeah.
And a whatever, little Mountain Dew. Fine.
Pathetic DJs.
Fine.
The JJO Morning Show podcast with Johnny and D. Listen, rate, subscribe. Catch a new show every Monday through Friday, 6 till 10 a.m. on 94.1 JJO or streaming anywhere in the JJO app. Johnny and D. Nowhere but JJO.